She yelling, Damon, where my man at? Where my man at, y'all? Damon. Okay. Then the next thing I know, I see Sweet Tea go over to Damon and talk to him. I said, nah, see, nah, see, nah, 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 see, nah, see, nah, see. That's what you don't do. You don't approach nobody's husband. Okay. You just don't do that. All right. You don't approach nobody's husband about a beef that you got with the lady. If you got a problem with the lady, you need to go to that lady. You need to go to that lady, not that lady husband. Okay. See, I don't like that. See, you already crossed the line. I don't know where you from. I don't know what the people do at your place. Girl, we don't do that here. Okay. I don't know what they do over there, but baby, we don't do that here. Okay. Hey y'all, welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Belle, and this is the Belle Perspective, and we're here today to talk about Married to Medicine. Girl, we back, baby. Girl, we back, girl. Now this is the show, girl. Okay. Anyway, this is season 11, episode 1. Guess who's coming to Whitnik? Girl, if you're new to my channel, I talk about all things Bravo, not all things Bravo, but all things reality, most things reality, books, TV, movies, all sorts of things. So peruse the channel, get in where you fit in by subscribing. Okay, getting in the comments, letting me know what you think about the episode, and not forgetting to like this video before you leave. Let's get into it, girl. Okay. So, baby, I feel like I needed to go back and watch season 10 to remind myself of everything that happened. I feel like I remember all the things. I was not keeping up with all the mess on the internet because, girl, I just can't do all that. So fill me in some of the internet arguments because Heavenly was going back and forth with Sweet Tea, and I remember watching it vaguely in April, May. But girl, that was so long ago, child. Okay. Anyway, so let's get into it. Now, we always start off a professional montage of what everybody doing. Girl, what you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? You know how they do, okay? And so we see Dr. Jackie doing her thing. I thought it was so funny. Dr. Jackie was asking her patient basically like, how's everything going? Patient is pregnant, of course, as most of her patients, right? How's everything going? How you doing? Is sex still okay? She was like, I don't want to touch that man. I said, I know that's right. Look at me. Okay. Look at me. I am not, no ma'am. Okay. I done did enough touching. We done enough. Okay. Okay. I feel her. I do. I do. I thought that was kind of funny. Phaedra in the car talking to her son. Apparently, I think they went to Vietnam or Korea or someplace like that. I don't remember. But Phaedra, don't be weird about days with your son. That's just weird. Phaedra's such a weirdo to me sometimes. Okay. Anyway, let's move along. What else? Oh, Toya and Eugene. Let me tell you something. I love me some Eugene. Now, Toya, I could take a leave, okay? But if that's the woman he chose, child, okay, fine. But Eugene, Toya was making a sandwich, I guess, and asking Eugene if he was hungry. He told me something. I just ate. I said, y'all nasty. Y'all is so nasty. I love it though, but y'all is so nasty. Oh, yuck. Anyway, okay, so we get Simone and Cecil, and they're planning a Whitnik party, basically their own rendition of Freaknik. They went to, Dr. Simone went to Spelman, and Cecil went to Morehouse, and so they basically, y'all, the AU, all that, Clark Atlanta, Morris Brown, Spelman, all the schools or whatever in Atlanta, and so that's basically where Freaknik started, and they want to try to do their own rendition because a lot of their friends were not able to participate. Now, girl, I was a babe, okay, a young babe when Freaknik was happening. And girl, when I tell you I was jealous, I wish listening to the stories, minding grown folks' business like I always used to do. Okay, they used to talk about it like nobody. I was like, damn, why I couldn't have been in the place? Because baby, when I tell you, freedom. Okay, sorry. I would have been in the place, but you know what? I believe it was a shield of protection because God knows what I would have did. You heard Heavenly. She was like, baby, had I met you down in the Freaknik, we probably would have had kids early. You right. Hey, okay. I'll take the protection. Anyway, it's the 35th college reunion. And so they're talking about the party plan and all the things. And Cecil brings up the guest list. Now here we know. Now we know from the reunion a few months later, a few months earlier, that their pod was basically on her re apology tour. Okay. Now, in reverse, okay, is Heavenly and Dr. Jackie apologizing to Quad. But I already told, well, I didn't tell y'all what I'm saying that right now. I believe that the only reason why Dr. Heavenly and Dr. Jackie are even apologizing to Quad is because they felt all that negative press. Okay. Dr. Simone even mentioned it in the show. And I'm looking at Simone like, you the one that did her the most dirty theories. We're gonna get into it. Give me just a second. Give me just a second. We'll slow walk this one, okay? Because I love this show. Okay. So anyway, so Cecil's like, all right, what's going on with the guest list? She says, oh, I'm gonna invite the people I usually talk to. All right, what kind of bullshit do that mean? All right, see, what exactly does that mean? Simone, you inviting Quad? She was like, well, Quad don't talk to me. That's always Simone's response. Quad don't talk to me. Do you reach out to Quad? Okay, phones work both ways. Okay, you can call her just like you can how she could call you. You could text her just like she could text you. Okay, I'm not understanding how that's your response all the time. Now, Cecil brought up a very good point. I said, well, Cecil. Now, do I feel before I bring up the point that he brings up? Do I feel like Cecil is meddling in women's business? Um, if it was anybody else, I probably would say yes. But because I know that the guys have just as much of a relationship with the women as the girls do the girls, I'm not mad. Cecil cares about all the wives just as well. I can't say Toya, but I could tell that Cecil cares about the wives just as much as the girls and the women's relationships. You know what I mean? And so I would have questioned it. I'm like, you need to stay out of women's business. But this particular scenario, I know Cecil really cares about quiet, and it's just a platonic thing. It's not nothing crazy and no weird shit like that, So I can't say that Cecil is in women's business. Okay. Now, so Cecil brings up a very good point. He was like, okay, so now how the hell you going back and forth and back with Heavenly all the time? I mean, come on, damn, they're coming to blows. Okay, you and Heavenly are like oil and water. Y'all really do not get along. You can forgive Heavenly, talk to her, and be hanging out with her and all this other stuff. But quiet is a problem. You can't fix it with quiet. And Simone says to us, she gives us old bullshit ass response talking about, oh, well, I feel like, Heavenly gives me time and she'll invite me to the house and da 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 da. I said, girl, it could really work the same. It could all be so simple. Why don't you just invite Quad over to the house? If you feel like you haven't talked to her in a while, girl, go lay eyes on her. Girl, go see how she doing. Okay? Like, I don't understand how is your life is much more. Well, they probably lead both busy lives. But girl, you got a husband, you got all these kids, you got all this stuff going on. Girl, Quad is a single woman living her life. Why don't you just reach out to her, see how she doing? I say, Simone, girl, you got every excuse in the goddamn day. Honestly, my personal opinion, this is my theory about the situation. I feel like the doctors have made a pact. I feel like everybody, Simone, Heavenly, and Jackie have made a pact that they are going to make sure that no matter what happened, come hell or high water, they are going to still stick together. Everybody else, especially the women who are not as educated as they are, is basically chopped liver. That's personally what I feel. I feel like they just was like, we gonna stick together. We don't give a damn what nobody else say, especially the uneducated women, the women who didn't go to medical school. We ain't gonna worry about them, okay? But I feel like there might be a little bit of a education elitism in there. Could be wrong. Y'all tell me what y'all think. But I personally feel like it doesn't make any sense how you can hold space for Heavenly and Heavenly has done nasty. And when I tell you nasty things to Simone and vice versa, but you can hold space for Heavenly, but Quad is not. Okay, girl, please. All right, whatever. But shout out to Cecil for trying to preserve that relationship because girl, it don't make no sense. He right. Okay. He asked a poignant question. Okay. So anyway, now we see Quad as Simone and Cecil are having a conversation. Heavily go to visit Quad. Now Quad house is exquisite. Man, baby, we need house tours. What happened to the house? I need a house tour. Okay, I need some home tours. I need to see what y'all got going on in y'all houses. I'm nosy. Okay. Now, anyway, so Quad is opening the door to Heavenly. And again, I feel like there was a apology tour, okay, with Heavenly and Jackie because the way they showed their whole entire black asses the last season, okay? And they got all that negative press. And that's the reason why they coming to Quad kissing her ass, okay? Now, at the reunion, I'm not going to hold you. Quad was giving entirely too many apologies for me and my blood. But you know what? I understood. She wasn't trying to get voted off the show. She was trying to stay on the show and do what she could. But after all the negative press, okay? So anyway, Heavenly gets up there. Quad tells us that Heavenly has been the only one person who's connected with her. Okay, I believe it. I just believe that Heavenly was getting her ass handed to her down to the damn internet. Okay, now I think Heavenly basically owned up to say like, I don't think that Quad did anything. And Quad really was. Quad has not done anything that was so egregious that they couldn't get past it. And the way they acted last season, what no reason. What no reason. What no reason why they couldn't, patch that up. Anyway, so we see them and Quad is saying the same thing about Simone. What she did at the reunion was a mess. And Simone really did try. She did not need to bring that lady niece up. Okay. I'm not gonna go back to the last season, but what I will say is Simone knows she did ass wrong. She admits it, but she doesn't admit it to Quad. And that's a problem to me. Okay. Anyway, let's move on because I don't want this video to be too long. So Sweet Tea and Dr. G, girl, they still trying to have a baby. And just adopt. Like it's let me get on my soapbox real quick. I feel like it is so important for black people to adopt children. Now, again, y'all know my stance. I say this almost every video. I don't have no kids, and I don't want none. I'm not the person for it. Okay, I don't have the patience. I don't have the time. I just don't have it. Okay, but for the people who want to have children and are struggling, adoption is available. There are so many Black children that are in the system who need parents, who need somebody that will love them and take the time to care for them. If you're not able to produce children right now, or maybe your body, I don't know. Let me not say nothing because I don't want to be insensitive, but I do want to give the PSA. There are children out there, a gaggle of Black kids that need to be adopted. Okay, so anyway, they still trying to have a baby the regular way, and it's a struggle. All right, now, there was plenty of times in this confessional scene with Dr. G and Sweet Tea, and I was just like, ugh, ugh. I couldn't help it. It's just she's so. I ain't gonna talk about it, girl. Let's move on, okay? They go to Phaedra's house so that Sweet Tea can learn how to swim, okay? And I ain't gonna hold you. Phaedra's confessional look, that copper, that I don't know what color that was, but girl, I need it. I need that color. It is very so this is very pretty. I love that. She had on a suit to match. I say, girl, that looks amazing. Anyway, sidetrack. Sidetrack. So Phaedra's son, I don't know which one it was teaching Sweet Tea to swim in the pool. And Phaedra and G are talking on the side, like, what's going on between the beef with you and Damon and Heavenly and them. Now, we already know that Sweet Tea and Heavenly been cutting each other down in the YouTube streets. It was Sweet Tea that said that Heavenly told her that Damon cheated on her. Mariah told her that Damon cheated on her, something like that, right? Correct me where I'm wrong, because girl, it was months ago. And then we remember from the reunion where Damon basically cornered Dr. G to be like, I know, I hear your wife saying I'm cheating, but I need you as my friend to validate who I am, right? And Dr. G was like, I don't know what you be doing. I remember that distinctively, and I was kind of like, Damon, why do we need to do this? But then I also thought about it because he explained it a little bit more today. He was like, I don't need you to validate my character. I need you to validate our friendship. And I understood that. I was like, okay, that makes sense. So they've been fighting back and forth. I mean, getting low down in the internet street. So I know Heavenly and Sweet Tea are having a problem, but I guess Dr. G is still going through it with Damon, right? By way of Heavenly and the foolishness, right? So there's all that's going on. Phaedra tells him that, y'all need to work it out. We basically need to protect you, Dr. G, at all costs, because there's only 561 doctors, Black male doctors, enrolled in medical school right now. We need to protect him at all costs. I said, no, we do not. You need to get your shit together, and then we can protect you. But if you on some bullshit, okay. So I don't know how that. I don't know how Phaedra got to that point. Maybe I'm missing something, but I was just kind of like, all right. Anyway, the hibachi dinner, girl. Why this made me want some hibachi? I said, oh, girl, let me get me some hibachi. I was so damn hungry. Myself. Anyway, so they had a private hibachi chef come, and the chef basically, girl, that food looked good as hell. They started having dinner, and I'm getting sidetracked, girl, I'm hungry. Oof, take my ass. I gotta hurry up. I gotta go to the mall. I'm hungry. Okay, so what did I now did Simone Heavenly, oh, I said, when the hell did Simone and Heavenly get cool? Girl, please. Okay. So they're sitting down there talking. They bring up Quad, the whole Quad situation. Simone is like, I don't feel like I need to be apologizing. I know what I said was wrong, but I don't really. She's still kind of like digging her heels in it. I don't really too much food with Quad. And Heavenly is basically trying to get Simone to patch things up with Quad. That's the long story short. Long short, okay? Cecil's in the corner. Of course, he's rooting for Simone and Quad to, patch things up. Obviously, Simone is getting aggravated. I can see why she would be aggravated, but also at the same time, like, girl, this whole ordeal, this whole beef that you got with her is just as aggravating. Okay. Then we bring up the whole Sweet Tea and Heavenly piece. Here go Damon. Is this the part where we start yelling? Is this the part where we get loud, bitch? Damon, no, that's the part when your wife get loud. Okay, you already know the game. You already know the game. So, um, Simone is asking the same thing. Are you gonna patch things up with Sweet Tea? Now, Girl, the way that they have said some low down shit to each other, girl, it's gonna take a wing and a prayer, girl. Cause baby, they done got in the gutter. They done got in the gutter with their insults and things. Anyway, so we get to Whitney. Okay, Heavily has his Baps. When I tell you Baps was my movie, bitch, I used to watch that movie almost every single day. That and Loving Basketball. It was an unhealthy amount of times. How many times I watch Maps? It's not even funny. It's crazy. But Heavily really fucked that damn wig up. It really could have been cuter than the way that she had it, because she had a wig on top of a wig. Girl, why didn't you just put that wig on and left it the way it was? Heavily know how to fuck up a hairstyle, no matter what. Okay. Anyway, Phaedra looked cute. Something about Phaedra. Phaedra looked old and young at the same time. Am I wrong? Like, her body looked young. Like, her hair was cute, her outfit was cute, but then she getting out the car like an old lady. It's like, girl, are you 40? I mean, like, are you 50? Are you 60? Or are you 25? Like, I can't tell. Even when y'all saw when I don't know, I don't have the clip with me, but Phaedra was doing a booty thing, and girl, it was just like she was sitting there like it was so. Did y'all see that part? It's like, ugh, Phaedra, you just look so old and young at the same time. I hope to never be like that. Anyway, Contessa shows up. We got Contessa, girl. Y'all happy? Y'all happy to see Contessa? Contessa. Actually, I'm happy to see Contessa. I really am. I liked her. You know what? I miss Married to Medicine LA. Girl, that was my fucking show, girl. Did you watch? Apparently not, because it's not on no more. Girl, the way they did Married to Medicine LA, girl, the shit wasn't right. The shit wasn't right. I'm a Married to Medicine girl. I really am. I love an educated girly. I love educated arguments, cussing, fussing, fighting, but we still educated on the high note. I love that shit. Girl, Married to Medicine LA was my fucking show. And I'm so hurt that they did not keep that show going. Dr. Britton and Dr. Imani. Was it Dr. Imani and the tall bald headed girl that was a psychologist? I meant the psychiatrist. Yeah. Anyway, sorry, Contessa. Sorry, Contessa. My bad. She shows up with Sweet Tea. Now you already know, baby. When I tell you the enemy of your enemy is my friend. Is that what it is? How does it go? The enemy of my enemy is my friend. That's what it is, baby. When I tell you linking up, girl. Dr. Heavenly was like, I don't know what the hell finna happen, girl. Is they gonna take turns beating my ass, girl? They might. You better watch out. You talk too much cash money shit with Contessa and Sweet Tea, girl. Okay, so they were there talking Sweet Tea and Contessa, and they carrying on, girl. And you saw Heavily in the corner getting nervous. All right. Now, as that's happening, Quiet pull up girl in the girl. She look cute. I was like, Simone standing on the stage talking about something. Oh, we have an uninvited guest or unexpected guest. Girl, why did you have to make it awkward? It's not that serious. Relax. Relax, Simone, relax. Okay. She really get on my nerves. Tell me if I'm wrong. Did the season 1 episode of season 10 start like this, with they having a party and Quad shows up unexpected and everybody's mad about it? I feel like this was what happened last season. I could be wrong, but it feels very familiar. Y'all get in the comments and tell me if I'm wrong or right or not or whatever. But I just feel like, Simone, girl, please, okay? She gets over it quickly, and they get the party, and Quad goes over to say hey to the girl. But I just feel like Simone has no real legit reason to be mad at Quad. Matter of fact, if anything, it's vice versa. Quad should be upset with you. Now, we already know that Quad has a tendency to not um to address people right then and there. So she'll be like, yeah, girl, everything is good, right? And then 2, 3 weeks later, she's like, nah, you know what? Fuck that bitch. I'm like, I hate that kind of shit. I hate that shit. But we also know that that's a character flaw within Quad, okay? And so working within those parameters, anyway, girl, we found out Toya and Quad are in a good place. Look at that. Again, I feel like because most of the people on the damn show got some lashings from the internet. Baby, I know I was cussing their ass out, girl, for most of my reunion. Girl, most of my reviews, girl, I was cussing their ass out. Anyway, Dr. Sky gets up. Girl, it was on some healing and thriving bullshit. I was like, please, you grown ass man, please sit down. Put this in your diary. Write this in your diary, okay? Just keep it in your pages of your diary. All right. Anyway, so this next scene was very heavily edited. I was like, I cannot keep up with what is happening for real, in real time. All I know is that I hear Heavily yelling, Damon, where my man at? Damon, where you at? And I'm like, now, Heavily, why is you acting uncool? But then I was like, this is a freak Nick party, so it really don't matter how she act, okay? She yelling, Damon, where my man at? Where my man at, y'all? Damon! Okay. Then the next thing I know, I see Sweet Tea go over to Damon and talk to him. I said, see. That's what you don't do. You don't approach nobody's husband. Okay. You just don't do that. All right. You don't approach nobody's husband about a beef that you got with the lady. If you got a problem with the lady, you need to go to that lady. You need to go to that lady, not that lady husband. Okay. See, I don't like that. See, you already crossed the line. I don't know where you from. I don't know where I don't know what the people do at your place. Girl, we don't do that here. Okay. I don't know what they do over there, but baby, we don't do that here. Don't do that here. Okay. Especially not if you're from Florida. Girl, don't do that. I don't know where you come from. Okay, but we don't handle things like that. We don't do like that. We really don't. Okay. If you got beef with that lady, go to that lady. Don't go to that lady husband. Okay. And so she over there trying to plead her case with Damon, and Damon looking at her like, girl, yeah, I hear what you saying, child, but I ain't tripping. G come over there. Okay. And then G was like, we having this conversation. Damon was like, listen, I hear what the wife's saying, but I want to know about you. And that's where he explains the fact that he wanted G to validate their friendship, not necessarily his character, but definitely his friendship. And I said, okay, that makes sense, Damon. I get you. I get you on that. Okay. But he's still not giving it to him. Right. So then Heavenly come over there talking about how y'all doing? Okay. What's going on over here? You talking to my husband? What's going on? Okay. And so they get going back and forth and back. And Heavenly was like, you acting like your wife not saying and doing things just like I am. She said that my husband was a cheater. She said I didn't say that. Sweet Tea, that's why let me tell you something, Sweet Tea. I feel like you need to stop. First of all, I need to stop bringing a knife to a gunfight. One, and if you gonna start this war, if you gonna start this issue, now don't get me wrong, Heavenly is a hot ass mess, but you knew what Heavenly was like before you even got on the goddamn show because you've been watching it. You already know what Heavenly is like. So if you was gonna be on this show, you need to stand 10 toes motherfucking down. You need to be ready for Heavenly. You need to be ready to be reading her ass like everybody else got to keep her ass up off you. I think it's quiet. They keep her off of her. Sometimes. Mariah definitely used to keep her ass up off of her. That's what I'm saying. So don't come over here. Don't bring no motherfucking knife to a gunfight. Okay. Then you over here going tongue tussling with Heavenly and you can't keep up. Girl, you knew what Heavenly was like. And I'm not trying to defend Heavenly in her raggedy, devilish ways. The name Heavenly is so ironic, girl. It's just the irony of it. I'm just looking at Sweet Tea like, girl, you can't be on this show. Can't keep up though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Anyway, she threatens a cease and desist again, ma'am. Like, you thought Heavenly was gonna be your friend? I don't know. I'm trying to blame Sweet Tea, but there's just parts of. Get in the comments, tell me what y'all think. It's parts of her that just bother me sometimes. Like, this Heavenly. I expect nothing more, nothing less from Heavenly. Sweet Tea, like, girl, what you doing, girl? Ugh. Anyway. This is we putting a pin in it. I think it's gonna be a continuation. They still cussing, fussing, and fighting and arguing. Girl, this season is finna be epic to me in my mind. I hope it is. I hope it is. It looks like it's gonna be amazing. Honestly, Married to Medicine is what got me onto Bravo channel altogether, girl. Because I was not watching Real Housewives franchise like that at all. I was watching Married to Medicine. Okay, and as soon as I started watching that, that's when I got introduced to all the other shows. But girl, Married to Medicine really was the girl that got me sucked in for the Bravo. Love Married to Medicine down, girl. Anyway, get in the comments, child. I got to go. I'm trying to hurry up and get to this small girl. I got to pick up a few things for Thanksgiving. I want to get cute. Anyway, get in the comments. Tell me what you think about the episode. Don't forget to like this video before you leave. Girl, Married to Medicine is back, baby. We back in this motherfucking girl. I'm so excited. I love this show. This is my favorite. It's the absolute best show on Bravo. Hands down. Argue with your daddy because I don't care, girl. I don't care. I love Married to Medicine. It's the best show. Period. Okay, I'll see y'all later. Take care. I won't let cumulus clouds all in the sky ruin my vibe. Usually I don't do this often, but since recruiting isn't an option due to unusual rain and thunder, baby I wonder, put your sweats on for me. I got the plug, I made the call for me. I'm talking late night for ya.